Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we're gonna be doing a mystery unsolved case. We're like so excited for this. This is like a case that not a lot of people know about,
which is kind of why we decided to choose to do it, and also because it's kind of it's mysterious and it has like a paranormal kick to it.
We watch a lot of like conspiracy theories, a lot of like those cases that are unsolved. We love those type of videos.
We want to do a video that we know we would watch.
So we want to do content that we know that we would like to watch, and you know, hopefully you guys like this video. Stir my water first. Okay, there. Without further ado, let's get started. No. Without further ado, let's begin. So let's get started with some background on this case. So basically the case is about the Flannen Island and its lighthouse that's on it. It's basically about 3 lighthouse keepers who went missing in this lighthouse in these islands, and they were never found. They disappeared out of thin air, never to be found again. Yeah. It's like really creepy. It has a lot of theories too.
Yeah, like you're left thinking like what happened to this guy?
Yeah.
Like why couldn't they find no trace of them?
Well, basically, a little bit of background on this place. The lighthouse was named Alien Moore, and it was constructed along with the chapel. The man who constructed it was Saint Flannen. This is how the islands got their name. The Saint Flannen Isles, you know. In this island, in this chapel, in this lighthouse, a lot of people would, a lot of shepherds would go with their sheep and they would like graze them there.
The creepy thing was that they would never stay overnight.
They would just like avoid staying there overnight. They would just take the sheep there only in the day. When it's night, they would dip. They would like bye. Not to mention that place was freshly new, in that time. It was built in 1899 and like, you know, it was like freshly built. Now we're moving on to like fast forward to like 1900. In 1900, a small ship was passing by. This ship included the Captain Harvey and a replacement lighthouse keeper. His name was Joseph Moore. So they were wanting to attract the attention of the lighthouse keepers that were supposedly there. They were supposed to be there, 3 of them. The names of these lighthouse keepers were James,
William,
and
Thomas.
There you go. They were supposed to be there in the lighthouse. Both Harvey and Joseph, they tried to like catch their attention so they could help them out. I
mean, it's a lighthouse. They're supposed to be guiding the ship.
Yeah,
like the ship was kind of like, why isn't like no one why is there no light? Yeah.
They were screaming. They were trying to like get their attention. They were sending up flares up into the sky, like light, so they could see. But no one was responding. Absolutely no one. So basically, they stopped ashore, and Moore decided to go on top of the cliff, like where the lighthouse was located. He went up by himself, so he went up the cliff, that big cliff.
But while doing that, he like got like this strong vibe that there was something wrong. Like, you know, like your gut sometimes tells you like there's something wrong here, like there's something weird.
Basically,
so he felt that like while going up the stairs. Okay, now we're gonna get to like the creepy part. Once at the lighthouse, first of all, he noticed that the door was unlocked to go inside the little office or
the lighthouse, yeah. It wasn't supposed to be unlocked. It was supposed to be closed, like locked.
And then once he like started going in, he also noticed that like there was like food, and it was like halfway eaten. Yeah, somebody was eating, but they didn't finish. And there was like a chair that was like knocked down. Like if someone just got up like in a hurry, like
dipping,
and
2 out of the 3
coats were missing, which was also weird because like first of all, I'm pretty sure it was pretty cold outside. Like why would one of these lighthouse keepers would go outside without like a coat
on a winter day?
Yeah.
It was like a winter season.
Did he like forget
super
it was cold?
So one of them didn't take a coat. The other 2 like they did apparently. But that's one of the questions that arose. It was why would one of them not take the coat when it was like really like.
I know. So they this guy Moore, he continued to like search the lighthouse to try to find the guys, and they couldn't find. There was basically no trace of the guys found. So he ran back to the ship to let Captain Harvey know that like there's no trace of the guys, like, you know, they're not here. That's when they immediately started to
search. They organized a search
to look for the guys.
But like they couldn't find anything, like nothing that they hadn't seen already. So this is when they decided to forward a telegraph to the mainland, and from the mainland it was forwarded to the Northern Lighthouse Board. The Northern Lighthouse Board.
This is what the telegraph read. Okay, then a few days later, Robert, he was like the superintendent of the board, decided to go back to the lighthouse to search for the guys.
This is because
he was pretty close to them.
Yeah,
he knew the guys personally.
Yeah.
He couldn't find anything else besides what was said, like, you know,
what was
just
reported by Harvey and Joseph Moore.
However, Robert did find like one specific unusual thing. Robert found like some weird kind of writing from the second assistant,
Thomas Marshall.
And he basically had written that there was like severe wind on December 12th, which was pretty weird because there was like no storm.
No, like there was nothing going on. Like,
nothing going on.
It was proven that there was no storms, no winds, no waves that were like occurring during the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th.
He had written that there was like severe winds on this date, and it was like they were super strong, that he had never seen that like in the past 20 years. And take in mind that these are 3 experienced lighthouse keepers. Like they have experience.
So he also wrote about James Ducott, and that was another lighthouse keeper. He wrote about James being pretty quiet throughout like everything. He was being very like suspicious, very like there was something bothering him. He wrote about that. The third assistant, William MacArthur, Thomas wrote about him crying over this storm that was occurring. These were supposed to be 3 well-experienced lighthouse keepers.
Yeah, and some people that knew this guy personally, they said that he was like a pretty tough, like macho type of guy. Wouldn't cry over like a simple storm. Yeah.
He had been doing this for years, and like
obviously there had to be something else going on.
Yeah. On the 13th of December, Thomas had also written about how all 3 men were praying for the storm to stop.
So the rain was still
going on, like the storm was still going on. Apparently there was like waves and stuff going on, like from what they said. The weird thing is that like this is like a fresh new, like I said before, it's a fresh new like lighthouse. It was 150 feet above sea level, so they were perfectly safe. Yeah, they were perfectly safe. The weird part is that they're, like I said before, like we said before, there was nothing going on.
Like the weather for that area was reported like pretty calm. Like there was no rain those days, so like so it was pretty weird.
That's so weird. Apparently the storm that was going on, from what they said on the 12th, 13th, and 14th, actually struck the island on the 17th. They weren't occurring before that. So that's the weird part. So basically all of this information, all of this like was not adding up to Robert, the superintendent of the board. So this led him to like further on the investigation, look more for more clues and stuff. And this is when he found it. Like this is when he started asking himself more questions that were like pretty logical. Like,
he also discovered like ropes scattered all over the rocks that were supposed to be in this bronze box over 7 feet above level. So he came to the conclusion, like maybe the lighthouse keepers dropped it and they were trying to like get it back up. And when they were trying to do this, apparently like a wave struck them. This is a theory. A wave struck them while they were trying to. And they were washed out. But keep in mind that these people were experienced. They should have known when a wave was gonna come. On top of that, like some people were like still like not convinced. Like if they were washed out, why wasn't their body found like ashore?
Yeah. There wasn't a shoe. There wasn't a coat. There was nothing found ashore.
They didn't find anything.
Like nothing. Like at least a coat, at least a piece of clothing. You know. That's why people were not convinced.
Another question would be, why would they all decide to leave at the same time? They're not supposed to leave. Not all of them are not supposed to leave at the same time. That's against the rules. Like there has to be at least 2 or 1
in the lighthouse. Yeah. Like all of them decided to go and get the rope, and one of them or 2 of them could have done it. But like at least someone has to stay in the lighthouse. It's a regulation. Another thing that's like really important is that there was another island close by to Flannen Islands, and this island was called Island Lewis. And this island was really close by, so from the island you could see the lighthouse, the Alien Moore lighthouse from Flannen Island. And if there was any bad weather going on, the waves, the storm would cover the lighthouse. But like the other island, they never saw like any sign of bad storms, and they could clearly see the lighthouse, like from their point of view. Like it's not like they were covered by storms or anything. Like the whole weather in that area was fine. They could see the lighthouse at every point, so the lighthouse was basically fine the whole time.
So over the following decades, other lighthouse keepers have reported that they've heard voices coming from the wind calling out like the names of the 3 guys who disappeared, which is creepy. Yeah. There has been like a bunch of theories, like either they were taken by like aliens.
There was another theory about how like this group of people that were like in the island, like abducted them, snatched them from the island, and like they took them away and they like kidnapped them basically. That's what another theory.
I guess we'll never know because as far as I know, this case hasn't been solved.
There's theories, but
it's been over 100 years.
Yeah. So
thank you so much for watching.
And if you guys want to see more videos like this, please let us know.
We love like mystery type of videos.
Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it.
Subscribe and like
and share.
Thank you guys. Bye. We're back. We never left. That's right. You thought.
Ahora se le sale lo malo, ¿viste? But thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
So bad. Okay.
I don't know how to stop this place.